A warm welcome to all the audiences who are watching this recording at this moment. We welcome you to our International Coaching Week 2022 Global Coaching Supervision celebration. It is all about celebrating this wonderful week, wonderful profession, which is empowering, enabling many human beings at this moment in different levels. So we have some wonderful events lined up, and we have some demonstrations of supervision session, and we also have some free coaching supervision sessions which are offered by trained, certified, and credentialed supervisors. And today we have two wonderful supervisors who are doing a demonstration of coaching supervision during this week, and that is none other than Jeanine and Marie. Welcome,
Thank you.
Marie and Jeanine. How are you all doing?
Doing really well, Anushly. Thank you for the invitation to join you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're very, very, very privileged to be here. So thank you, Anushly. We're excited.
Great. Wonderful to hear that. So let's start with letting the audience know who is Jeanine and Marie. Say a few words about yourself.
A few words. Thank you, Anushly. Well, I am Australian and I'm currently in the UK as I have family connections, very close family connections to the UK. So I'm very excited to be here and clearly very excited to also be with Marie Quigley, who's also based here in the UK. I started my coach training journey back in 2009. And I have come to this place where Marie and I work together. We're both master certified coaches, certified supervisors, and we run Empower World together, which is an organization that trains people to become professional coaches. We mentor coaches, supervise coaches, and we run also programs for corporate organizations. We started off in the Middle East and it's gone globally. So we're very, very fortunate to be working with some amazing organizations around the world.
Lovely. Lovely to hear that.
Again, I'm grateful. Yeah, thank you.
Lovely.
And sorry, Marie, I've taken a little introduction.
No. It's okay. I was just when I was starting the conversation today, I was saying like you sound like a twinning souls, and I can very well resonate if Jeanine is speaking on behalf of Marie or Marie is speaking on behalf of Jeanine. I think that says about the synergy that you're bringing. And I think supervision is also about the synergy that we create in the space with the coach and the system and the whole, the client scenario and everything. Yes, Marie, say a few words about yourself too, for the audience to get to know you.
Thank you, Anushly. I just want to add on to what you say about this synergy, and definitely Jeanine and I, we've partnered together in our business of Empower World for the past 10 years. So we have learned to dance together, to understand each other, to come together to grow and empower others. That's our purpose. Our mission is to share with people what we've learned and what we know that makes a difference in the world of coaching and supervision. And so it is important, this synergy. And actually in our demonstration, we are going to be doing it together. So two supervisors supervising a participant, a supervisee, to show that power of synergy and the trust in the system. So we're really looking forward to doing that. Yes, as you said, my name's Marie Quigley. Jeanine's given you a wonderful introduction. I was born in the UK. I've traveled for the past 30 years in various countries around the world, and I'm currently now back where I started, which is a lovely journey to be on.
Thank you so much, Marie, for sharing about yourself too. And I really love that beautiful garden that Marie has in her background, and there's so much beauty that can happen and when we are sitting with the environment. So I think today your theme is going to be about well-being, and I like to know like how these coaches can benefit by attending your session and the demonstration that you're going to do during this International Coaching Week.
if I might just come in here, Marie, if that's okay. I did also want to acknowledge in my introduction that usually I would be on the land of the Wadawurrung people, who are part of the Kulin Nation in Australia, which is down south of Victoria. So it's right on the tip of the bay of Port Phillip Bay, and Melbourne sits at the top. And so I'm originally from Melbourne, and I moved to, well, from the Middle East, where Marie and I met and created our beautiful business, Empower World. And then when COVID occurred, I moved to this place, which is now my home. I also consider the UK as my home as well. But I moved to this wonderful place, which has been taken care of by the original owners of the land for thousands and thousands of years. And so I'm so passionate about being able to look after that land. So there's a movement of people who are really wanting to support the well-being of all the people, but also really acknowledging the Indigenous people who originally were the great caretakers of that land. And so that with Marie and I, so we are really all about really supporting people at their core, at their real core, who they really are. And that potentially goes back generations, maybe forward, and of course, in the present moment. So we really want to support people to stand in their truth and their authenticity and their power, and their power that is in a place that is good for them, good for others, and obviously good for the greater good. So I just wanted to add that as a link to how we work, Marie and I. It's really supporting people at their core authentic truth. So I might hand over to Marie to finish off that question, as I know I've spoken quite a bit, but thank you for letting me share that. I really wanted to acknowledge the Indigenous.
Yeah, very important that we all acknowledge who we are and where we come from. And our supervision demonstration, I don't like calling it a demonstration. I like call it experience, actually, because it is a real live experience. And our experience is going to be about how supervision rejuvenates us. And it's like if I were to invite you into my garden to smell the flowers, to sit in the grass, to feel the dew on the grass, to smell the trees, to really embody all of your environment. It's like supervision offers a space for us almost to go to the spa, to allow ourselves to understand ourselves better, to be gentle with ourselves in partnership with the thinking partner of the supervisor, who is an equal partner in this thinking, not higher, not lower, but a thinking partner, to support us to celebrate what's going well, as also recognize what might not be going so well. So our focus, when we bring our celebration of our work, we can learn so much about what we do well with certain clients and how to take that what we do well and move it into the clients that we might not do so well with, or that we're struggling with. So we are going to invite you into the garden to explore and take a spa moment to enjoy your work.
Lovely for sharing. And what I like the most is, I think, especially during this COVID times, I think this is a very important reminder for all the coaches. So not just the COVID, even there are so many crisis situations. In fact, right now in Sri Lanka, we are having a situation where when we wake up, only we know what's going to happen today. Like sometimes we may have electricity, we may not have electricity. And last couple of days, there's a big fight that's going on between the government and people. So with so much uncertainty we are living, and there's so much energy is getting sucked from us because of what's happening in the environment. And I think in that situation, we understand that we have so much a big heart to serve our coaching clients, but there is also a possibility that we may not be seeing and or feeling what's happening inside us as coaches. And I think by attending this session, you will get an opportunity to explore that in that space, live exploration basically. And then, so this is also part of the system, like we are living with a lot of technology and everything together. So this is the reality, right? We don't want to fake it in the supervision. Supervision is all about just being naked as a coach and exploring with your supervisor what's really going on. And we as supervisors, we also have supervisors, just a reminder to all the audience here. And I have a supervisor, Jeanine has a supervisor, Marie has a supervisor, and maybe it's a good moment for us, for our audience to know, like, how has it been, your experience has been having your own supervisor for yourself, Jeanine and Marie?
Thanks for asking that question. It's so important that as coaches and supervisors, we come together with somebody to think about our work and who we're being in our work. So yes, it is essential. Supervision changed the way I work as a coach because it enabled me to see the blind spots of where I was struggling, but also the blind spots of where I was doing things really well that I couldn't even acknowledge myself. And so partnering, I am part of a group supervision program and also a individual supervision. I have a lot of supervision to support my work. It opens up possibilities and potentials for expansion that you don't even realize until you join something like this. So my supervisors, whoever they are thinking partners with me to expand my own awareness of myself, my capabilities in service of my client. So my clients always benefit from the fact that I go to supervision.
Lovely.
And I love what, I love what you shared, Anushly, in terms of, you know, the real requirement for us as coaches, if we want to look after ourselves, to be supervised. So have that safe place to be able to share whatever is coming up for us, whether it be a celebration or a challenge. Your expression of being, you know, a place of where you can be naked is so freeing, so liberating to be able to share, you know, the things that are perhaps troubling us and the things that perhaps we don't even realize that are troubling us. It's not until we get into that safe place of working with a supervisor that we really start to slow down, reflect, notice those blind spots that Marie talked about ourselves. There could be some real underlying unconscious things that are going on that are driving our behaviors, decisions, emotions that we're just not even aware of. So supervision is that wonderful place to be able to identify those and ensure that we continue to do the purposeful work that we really, truly want to do for ourselves. I love what Marie shared in terms of the importance of it and being supervised. So like Marie, I'm part of a group. So I'm part of a few groups actually. And I also have an individual supervisor. And from time to time, I will mix up who I'm getting supervised from, who I'm getting those services from. I think that's also important. And I have some consistency in there too. So it's just really looking at all the different ways that we can work, or I can work more effectively as a partner with my clients. So, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful space, although sometimes stretching and uncomfortable, but emerging from that stretching and that growth is just, it feels again that freeing, that liberation. And I'm looking again in the garden of Marie's background of the color that just flourishes when we go into these spaces and places and look at our challenges and our strengths and what we can do even better.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing. And I think now it's the moment for all of us to join the session and be naked, as we all discussed here. Be naked with your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And be yourself by joining this wonderful space that Marie and Jeanine are going to create. And because you have the permission to be naked, because you will not be judged for the emotions, feelings, and thoughts that you're going to bring to this space. So that's the assurance that you're giving for the whole International Coaching Week Supervision Festival, the celebration. We want to celebrate you as a coach, and we also want to enable you by this by the space. And just below this video, you have the registration link for this event. Be fast to register and to be naked and to be your own self, that free child that you want to be in this space. Thank you so much, Marie and Jenny. And we all will see you next week at the event with this wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you, Anushly.